think that it would be wonderful to end up with the right person.
When Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce dropped that engagement post, the internet didn't just double tap. It flatlined for a second and then sprinted. Timelines went feral. Timelines went floral. Timelines went zoom the rock, enhance. It was pure main character energy from Taylor Swift, with Travis Kelce standing there like the final boss who just unlocked the ultimate ring. Meanwhile, every other celebrity PR team quietly closed their laptops because there's no competing with a feed that's 90% Taylor, 9% Kelce, and 1% people pretending they don't even care. Sure, babe. Here's the slick part. Reports say Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce aren't racing into wedding spreadsheets, which is exactly how you keep a news cycle on drip. Give the world the fairy tale headline, then set the rest to simmer. That one line turns every brunch table into a think tank and every tabloid into an amateur event planner. Taylor Swift knows anticipation prints money. Travis Kelce knows clock management wins games. Together, they're playing the media like it's fourth quarter, and they've got all the timeouts. Now look at the ripple effect. When Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce feed the beast on their terms, everyone else is left chasing crumbs. And yes, that includes Meghan Markle. If your strategy depends on hitching a ride to Swift Kelce mania, congratulations, you're already late. Taylor Swift doesn't need a platform. Taylor Swift is the platform. Travis Kelce isn't looking for an exclusive. Travis Kelce is the exclusive. And the more they keep it in-house, the less oxygen there is for anyone trying to spin their moment into someone else's content. But don't get it twisted. Meghan Markle didn't just watch this from the sidelines with a sad matcha. Meghan Markle has her own plays on the whiteboard, and one of them could have been huge if the door had opened. Next up, we're mapping where Meghan Markle actually stands right now, and why her newest lane looks smart on paper, but savage in practice. Here's where it gets spicy. Meghan Markle didn't just curl up with cottagecore candles and call it a day. Meghan Markle pivoted. There's a fresh audio lane with Lemonada, built around founder stories and big brain women who actually ship things. Smart move. It lets Meghan Markle talk impact, money, and receipts without rehashing palace drama every 5 minutes. But it also means the show lives or dies on who sits across the mic. And yes, in a perfect world, that guest chair says Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce on a little brass plate. In the real world, those plates are unavailable. On the screen side, Meghan Markle is still playing in the glossy docustory space. Think lifestyle meets memory lane with a side of, here's my why. Gorgeous visuals, personal narration, brand tie-ins that actually make sense. If Meghan Markle threads it right, the vibe is elevated diary with receipts, not PR pamphlet in HD. But that finesse takes time, taste, and the kind of bookings that get group chats to hit play. You can have the prettiest production in Malibu. If the guest list is giving LinkedIn Live, the algorithm will ghost. And this is the tension. Meghan Markle needs one undeniable episode to set the tone. Something that tells the audience, oh, this isn't celeb karaoke, this is where builders talk real. That can be a unicorn founder, a stealth media operator, or a creator who scaled without begging the algorithm for mercy. It doesn't have to be Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce. But the second people think Meghan Markle is chasing Taylor Swift by association, the room gets awkward. Meghan Markle wins when the value is intrinsic, not borrowed. So the board is set. Lemonada for depth, a polished docu-lane for texture, and a brand arc that wants credibility, not clout fumes. The strategy is clean. The execution window is tight. And lurking under all of this is a tiny, inconvenient detail that keeps messing with Meghan Markle's booking math. Taylor Swift has history here. The last time Meghan Markle sent an invite, it didn't exactly turn into a duet. Ready for that backstory? Say the word. Flashback to 2023, when Meghan Markle sent that invite. Yes, the one Taylor Swift reportedly passed on with a tidy, polite decline through her team. No mess, no subtweets, just boundaries. And in celebrity world, a clean no says everything. Taylor Swift protects her myth like master code. Meghan Markle understands narratives too well to pretend that didn't leave a mark. Here's why it matters now. A simple no from Taylor Swift becomes brand precedent. It signals how Taylor Swift curates access, when Taylor Swift speaks, and where Taylor Swift refuses to be packaged. Bring in Travis Kelce, and that control gets even tighter. Travis Kelce has his own channel, his own cadence, his own leverage. Together, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce don't chase microphones. They schedule moments. That's a fortress, not a fence. For Meghan Markle, the optics are ruthless. Knock on that door again, and it reads like chasing clout. Don't knock, and trolls scream snubbed. Either way, the room gets loud. Meghan Markle can't afford pick-me energy. Meghan Markle needs gravity. Conversations people show up for, even when there's no diamond on the thumbnail. That's the difference between a guest list and a franchise. So the move is obvious and brutal. Pretend the door isn't there, and build a house so interesting it draws a crowd anyway. If Meghan Markle makes the show impossible to ignore, operators with receipts, creators with playbooks, founders with scars, then the audience arrives for Meghan Markle, not for a cameo. And if the fortress ever opens? Cool. If not, you still win. But that's only half the game. Because the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce Fortress doesn't just say no, it manufactures scarcity like an art form.
Here's the thing about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. They don't do press runs, they do moments. Taylor Swift drops one photo and resets the feed. Travis Kelce cracks one line, and the group chats go DEFCON 1. That's not luck, it's supply control. They give you just enough to scream, not enough to snoop. The vibe is velvet rope, not open house, and the bouncer's name is "We'll share when we feel like it." Because Taylor Swift is the channel, any third-party invite reads like a downgrade. Why tell Taylor Swift's story on someone else's stage when Taylor Swift is the stage? Add Travis Kelce, who understands tempo, timing, and when to sit on the ball, and you've got a two-person content economy that mints its own headlines. They don't need a host, they need a calendar. They don't need a platform, they need a caption. This is why pitches bounce. Bookers can promise exclusive, but Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce don't sell exclusives. They curate access. Every peak is intentional, every silence louder than a press conference. It's brand hygiene at elite level. Clean lines, no chaos, zero chances for someone else to edit the myth. If you're outside the fortress, you aren't blacklisted. You're just irrelevant to the plan. And that's the rub for Meghan Markle. You can't battering ram a fortress built on patience and precision. You either build your own magnetic field or you orbit theirs forever. Which is exactly why Meghan Markle has to rethink the playbook. No more cameo chasing, it's time for pressure-tested positioning. Next up, the Rebrand Pressure Cooker, and how Meghan Markle turns clean ideas into actual gravity.
Let's be real. Rebrands aren't mood boards, they're war plans. Meghan Markle tightened her look, sharpened her voice, and tried to swap celebrity memoir energy for builder-in-chief energy. That's the right instinct. If Meghan Markle wants staying power, the product can't be vibes, it has to be value. The story isn't "remember me" anymore. It's "learn something you can't Google." Meanwhile, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce didn't just raise the bar, they moved it to a private rooftop. The contrast makes every Meghan Markle choice feel louder, faster, riskier. Here's the ugly math. Advertisers don't buy sparkle, they buy stability. One viral guest won't save week 2 if the watch time craters. Meghan Markle needs proof of life in the metrics. Consistent retention, save and share rates that inch up, a comments section arguing about ideas, not headbands. If every pitch screams, "maybe Taylor Swift later," you've already lost. Taylor Swift doesn't validate shows. Shows have to be so useful that Taylor Swift fans wander in by accident. And Travis Kelce? He's busy winning Sundays and feeding his own pipeline. Borrowed heat cools fast. So what actually works? Book killers, not names. The stealth CEO who scaled to 9 figures without a TED Talk. The creator who built a media mini-empire without begging the algorithm. The operator who turned chaos into cash and has the receipts. Let them talk like adults. Process, failure, pivots, playbooks. If Meghan Markle becomes the room where those conversations happen, Meghan Markle becomes the headline. Then, if Taylor Swift ever slides in, it reads like alignment, not lifeline. Tactics, not drama. Cold open confession. 30 seconds, no fluff. 12-minute core where Meghan Markle presses for specifics. Numbers, timelines. What did you cut? Pull quote that travels. A tight, try this week, beat so the episode sticks. Chop the best 45 seconds for shorts. Drop the thread the next morning. Rinse and climb. That's how Meghan Markle builds gravity while Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce float above the weather. And that sets up the only question that matters next. In this moment, who actually needs whom? Here's the power check. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce don't need anyone's couch, anyone's mic, anyone's thumbnail. Taylor Swift can post a single photo and the feeds write themselves. Travis Kelce can say one sentence and podcasts rearrange their intros. That's not clout, that's distribution. When Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce choose silence, the silence trends. When they choose crumbs, the crumbs headline. Flip it and look at the scoreboard for Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle needs momentum that compounds, retention that sticks, shares that travel, guests who teach instead of just tease. Advertisers read patterns, not press releases. One buzzy cameo won't fix a sagging week 2, but 3 killer episodes in a row gives Meghan Markle leverage she can spend. The play isn't get Taylor Swift once. The play is be so useful Taylor Swift fans wander in by accident. Chasing Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce telegraphs neediness. Building a room people show up for, regardless of who's in the second chair, telegraphs authority. If Meghan Markle engineers a franchise where operators drop receipts and creators spill playbooks, Meghan Markle becomes the value prop. Then, if Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce ever stroll through, it reads like alignment, not life support. So who needs whom? Right now, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce need only time, and Meghan Markle needs only discipline. Different currencies, same city. But to keep it real, and to keep your comment section from turning into a tabloid brawl, let's separate what's confirmed from what's fan fiction next. Let's put guardrails on the discourse. The engagement is real. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are officially on fiancé mode. And multiple reports say Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce aren't rushing into binder and venue life just yet. That's the confirmed lane. Everything else, who picked the ring, who cried first, who's on the guest list, is noise until Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce decide to feed the timeline again. There's also history you can point to without spiraling. Back in 2023, Taylor Swift reportedly passed on Meghan Markle's invite for archetypes. It wasn't messy. It was measured. That moment matters because it shows how Taylor Swift curates access, and it reminds Meghan Markle what the temperature has been before. Past behavior isn't a guarantee of future tea, but it's a pretty good thermostat. Now for the spicy but shaky stuff. Stories about Meghan Markle melting down, begging, or getting ghosted by Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce live in the rumor bin until sourced with receipts. Period. Meghan Markle is a pro at message control. Taylor Swift is a fortress. Travis Kelce is media trained. None of these people are leaking from the group chat. If a claim sounds like fanfic with better punctuation, we're not cashing it as fact. Why does this matter for you? Because hype fades, receipts don't. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce will keep owning their narrative. Meghan Markle will either build hers brick by brick or look borrowed. Our play is simple. Follow patterns, not whispers. Strategy, not Stan Wars. And with that, we've got just one lap left. The big picture takeaway, and why this triangle tells you everything about power in 2025. Strip the sparkle off the headlines, and here's the power map. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are running a masterclass in scarcity. Taylor Swift dangles one frame, Travis Kelce drops one line, and the culture sprints. That's not romance PR. That's distribution dominance. When Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce keep the story close, everyone else becomes commentary, not canon. The couple isn't just trending. They're proof that the loudest voice is the one that never has to shout. For Meghan Markle, the lesson isn't break the fortress. It's build your citadel. Meghan Markle wins by making utility the aesthetic.
Rooms where founders talk numbers, creators share playbooks, operators admit the ugly parts. Do that consistently, and the algorithm stops asking, "Who's the guest?" and starts saying, "It's a Meghan Markle episode." That's the pivot from borrowed heat to native heat. And once the heat is native, Meghan Markle doesn't chase Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's audience wanders in on purpose. Zoom out even more, and you see the 2025 media cheat code. Own your pipeline, pace your reveals, and never confuse virality with value. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce prove that one perfectly timed crumb can feed a month. Meghan Markle can prove that one perfectly built format can feed a year. Different strategies, same bottom line. Control your story or someone else will edit it for you. So here's the take-home. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are the headline because they can be. Meghan Markle becomes the headline when she doesn't need anyone else to show up for the plot. And if all three keep playing this clean, the rest of Hollywood has two choices. Learn the rules of controlled access, or keep doing thirst traps for attention they'll never actually own.
Here's the bottom line. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are proof that when you own the pipeline, you own the plot. Taylor Swift can ration one photo and buy a week of headlines. Travis Kelce can ration one sentence and buy a week of podcasts. That's not luck, it's architecture. The couple keeps the circle tight, the timing tighter, and the mystique does the heavy lifting. No chaos, no overexposure, no borrowed stages. Just Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce setting the clock and everyone else checking their watches. For Meghan Markle, the win isn't storming the castle. It's building one that people want to tour. Meghan Markle doesn't need a cameo to look credible. Meghan Markle needs a cadence that feels inevitable. Stack conversations where founders tell the truth, creators bring playbooks, and operators name the trade-offs. When the audience starts saying, "I learned something from Meghan Markle today," that's stickier than any splashy guest. And once the value is native, even Taylor Swift stands drift in out of curiosity, not pity. So we land here. If Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are the headline today, Meghan Markle can still be the syllabus for tomorrow. Different routes, same destination. Control. Control your timing, control your access, control your edits. And if the fortress never opens? Cool. Meghan Markle won't need the keys when the world's lined up outside her door anyway.